Mao kini tipikal nga kabuntagon 7 elementary school. Diri nagtungha ang atong mga modelong estudyante nga si Dodong ug Inday.
Diri sa among eskwelahan, among permi sugdan ang among adlaw pinaagi sa pag-ampu o pagpasidungog sa among yutang na tawhan.
Gawas sa among mga tulunan sulod sa classroom, itudluan sad mi diri unsaon pag-amping sa atong kinaiyahan.
Labaw sa tanan, kami gitudluan sa paghinigugmaay
Ug pagtinabangay sa kanunay.
Ako si Dudong.
Ug ako si Inday.
Bisita mo balik sa among eskwelahan.
Central Visayas region, or Region 7, lies at the center of the Philippines between the islands of Luzon and Mindanao. It is composed of 4 island provinces, 17 legislative districts, 116 municipalities, and 16 cities. Department of Education Region 7 oversees the implementation of services anchored on the principle of shared governance stipulated in the Republic Act No. 9155, or the Governance Act of Enhanced Basic Education, in the 19 schools division of the region.
In Central Visayas, Region 7, there are 19 schools division offices.
Namely, Bai City, Bayawan City, Bogos City, Bohol Province, Karkar City, Cebu City, Cebu Province, Naga City, Danao City, Dumaguete City, Gihulngan City, Lapu-Lapu City, Mandaue City, Negros Oriental Province, Siquijor Province, Tagbilaran City, Tanhay City, Talisay City, and Toledo City. DepEd Region 7 is headed by a regional director and assisted by an assistant regional director. The organizational structure has been designed with the main responsibility to interpret policies formulated and issued by the national office in the context of the region, along with the provision of accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education, monitor, track, evaluate, set directions, provide technical assistance, and establish partners and linkages for resource generation, sharing, and mobilization. The restructuring of the department in 2015 has brought a new organizational structure centered in creating effective and efficient methodologies that help the division offices in the improvement of school performances and in the implementation of programs in schools.
In the regional office proper, we have 8 functional units, and the 8 functional units, we have ASD, or the Admin Service Division. We have the ESSD, the Education Support Services Division. We have the IFTAD, the Field Technical Assistance Division. We also have the CLMD, the Curriculum Learning and Management Division. We also have the IFD, the Finance Division. We have the QUAD, the Quality Assurance Division, the HRDD, the Human Resource Development Division. And of course, we also have PPRD, we have Policy, Planning, and Research Division.
Administrative Services Division provides efficient, economical, and effective support services relating to personnel, records, receipt of correspondence, supplies, equipment, collection, disbursement, security and custody of property, and reportorial work to higher office and oversight agencies.
The Administrative Services Division is to ensure productivity and performance of the regional management in delivering the core business of the regional office, and to provide assistance to the division offices in partnership with the promotional personnel for the attainment of the vision and mission of the department.
The Education Support Service Division strengthens the delivery of quality basic education
by helping the schools division provide schools with conducive learning environment and ensure learners' readiness through the timely mobilization and equitable distribution of sufficient resources, provision of technical assistance, and building strong partnership with stakeholders for increased support and resources for the effective and efficient implementation of sustainable special programs, projects, and services.
Curriculum Learning and Management Division contributes in the improvement of region-wide performances, specifically on learning outcomes, by helping the schools division offices ensure full implementation of the articulated basic education curriculum through localizing and indigenizing curriculum, enforcing standards, and providing access to quality and varied learning resources.
The main purpose of which is to ensure or the implementation of the K-12 curriculum, and together with that is also the development, contextualization of learning resources. That is why we have the Learning Resource Management Development section. after learning all the theories, concepts, and ideas about the different programs and projects, how are these delivered in the schools? After they are implemented using these resources, the next activity will be to ensure whether there is learning. And that is why the latest program of the Department of Education is the 3Bs, Bawat Bata Bumabasa, or otherwise known as Every Child a Reader program.
Finance Division provides services in budgeting, accounting, payroll processing, reporting, and coordinating with government oversight and fiscal agencies to ensure judicious expenditures, support, and attain the department's vision, mission, and goals.
The Finance Division provides the regional office as well as our schools division offices accurate and timely financial advice as well as services. The bulk of our work actually focus on the processing of our claims. This would include the claims on reimbursement, payment to our respective suppliers and other creditors of the department. We also have a service in the preparation of the budget for the entire year, the succeeding years as well. We also have our respective budget execution documents. This would ensure that the implementation of the budget preparation is in order and in place. And of course, being one of the main functions of the regional office, we do monitoring and evaluation of the progress of the budget utilization as well as the financial accountability reporting of our schools division offices.
Quality Assurance Division promotes and protects accountability and transparency in the region, ensures compliance with standards in the performance of roles and functions towards achieving outputs and results by assessing, assuring quality, and monitoring and evaluating performances as basis for decision-making and continuous improvement in the delivery of basic education services.
Quality Assurance Division provides the regional office and the schools division offices with a guide in decision-making and policy directions. It is the vision of the Quality Assurance Division that we provide excellent, relevant, and well-intentioned service.
Field Technical Assistance Division provides relevant, timely, and appropriate technical assistance to schools division offices through the coordination of all units in the regional office.
The FTAD is working closely with the Quality Assurance Division or QUAD in organizing or gathering data or CIGPs from the 19 SDOs, which will be relevant in the provision of technical assistance of the regional field technical assistance teams.
Human Resource Development Division ensures that the region has competent personnel through the development and implementation of a strategic human resource development plan and programs, including the delivery of quality and sustainable human resource development services.
There are KRAs that has to be performed by the division. One of these is the localized HR policies and plans. So another one is all about the performance management. And another KRA is the rewards recognition, having the what we call Pasidungog program, of which all of the individual, the school, and the division office categories are being given due recognition in the form of awards.
Policy, Planning, and Research Division ensures that the region develops strategic and operational plans, establishes the policies, standards, and guidelines, and provides educational data and information to make governance operational in the improvement of access and delivery of quality basic education.
Aside from that, we also have the Office of the Regional Director, of which this Office of the Regional Director is composed also of 3 units. We have the Legal Unit, we have the Information and Technology Unit, and we also have the Public Affairs Unit.
Definitely, DepEd Region 7 will not sign off nor shut down its effort to provide basic quality education and good governance. All of its systems will continuously be up and running 24/7, and it will not deny that it may experience loading at times, but it is an opportunity for DepEd Region 7 to implement preventive maintenance measures and or diagnostic tests in improving its performance.
Specifically, the Office of the Assistant Regional Director has specific mandate from the Regional Director. The Office of the Assistant Regional Director is now tasked to work as chairman on the Personnel Selection Board. The Office of the Assistant Regional Director is heading the Bids and Awards Committee of the region, ensuring the transparency to protect the documents of the Bids and Awards Committee.
Because of DepEd Region 7's robotics program, I'm inspired to become an architect and learn with robotics.
For me, SMIS is a really great help to us teachers, because through that system, we can easily access the information of our students.
At the same time, the data can be accessed in real time.
DepEd Region 7, with its partners, has provided us, the students, with a wide range of experiences and opportunities as we explore our strengths with the help of the donated facilities and equipment like laboratories, robotics kit, apparatus, electrical tools, and shopwork renovations from the different stakeholders.
The LGU and DepEd family here in Barangay Kalidngan continue building a strong partnership in order to give our students quality education. So, as they implement DepEd Region 7 programs, we also extend our support because we are also serving the same place and people.
The efforts of DepEd Region 7's programs, especially with regards to the Brigada Escuela, allowed us parents to basically get involved in the participation of improving the school. And thus, every year, we relish the fact that we will always volunteer for the improvement of the school.
Isip usa ka SK chairperson, gipalig-o na mo ang partnerships sa SK ug SSG. Sama sa pagkandak sa DepEd Region 7, leadership training, team building, HIV awareness seminar ug drug symposium.
I am what I am today because of DepEd Region 7. I am an artist player, photojournalist, dancer, consistent honor student because of the different programs that DepEd has offered. It hones my skills and talents to become a productive youth of the society.
DepEd Region 7 has provided trainings and programs
According to our DepEd Secretary Leonor Briones, education must continue. In the midst of coronavirus crisis, our call remains the same. Education must continue whether face-to-face or virtual, with or without physically going to school. Today, we shall bear witness the preparations and readiness of the Department of Education Region 7. Hello everyone, good morning. I am Kenneth Alistair Suico Rojas.
Good morning, Sir Kenny. I am Sir Arnel Cortez, and it is indeed true that classes shall continue. However, the department has made sure that our learners, parents, teachers, and the general public will have their health, safety, and well-being as their top priority. How ready is DepEd Region 7? Let's all find out. Welcome to DepEd Region 7 Tour, showcasing United efforts to school year 2020-2021.
To our keynote speaker, Undersecretaries, Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Cristito A. Eco, our Regional Office personnel, our representatives of the various districts in Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor, good morning and thank you for being with us today.
To our school division superintendents, assistant schools division superintendents, CID and SGOD chiefs, our supervisors, division office personnel, stakeholders, teachers, parents, and learners, maayong buntag o daghang salamat sa paggahin ninyo og oras para makatambong nining atong programa karong buntaga. We are very much pleased with all of your virtual presence.
To start, may we request everyone to stand for the Philippine National Anthem, Invocation, DepEd Region 7 Hymn, and opening song.
Sa ating mga mata tung makita ang binhi nga mitubuog milambot lig-on og tiunay kanunay dangpanan sa atong hingpit nga kaluwasan. Sa atong mga dunggan atong mabati ang pangaliya sa katawhan nga nagsangti nga giyahan sa katumanan sa langit nung gingharian uban kang Maria ang atong inahan maghugpong og magambahan tang tanan kay kita'y inayusang simbahan nga nagtudlo nagalakad nagbalaan pinaagi sa grasya ni Senyor Santo Niño, kay kita usa ka simbahan, usa ka Kristohanong katilingban. Sa atong mga dughan atong mabatsyagan, Kristohanong gugmaalang sa tanan. Isang iyaw o gisaksi sa tibuok kalibutan, uban sa pag-ampo ni Pedro kalungsod, maghukpong og magambahan kang tanan. Kay kita hiniusang simbahan, nga nagtudlo, nagalagad, nagbalaan, pinaagi sa grasya ni Senyor Santo Niño, kay kita usa ka simbahan, usa ka Kristohanong katilingban. Dungan ta sa paglakaw, hinihinhini usang panaw, magkutanay kitang tanan. Kay kita iniusang simbahan, nga nagtudlo, nagalagad, nagbalaan, pinaagi sa grasya ni Senyor Santo Niño, kay kita usa ka simbahan. Sa ka Diyos ang atong amahan, kay kita usa ka simbahan, usa ka Kristohanong katilingban. Hiniusang simbahan.
Isangyaw nato ang bug-os nga kalipay, tungod sa panalangin nga gikan sa Dios. Kinadan-akan tas kahayag kabilihon, kangit-ngiti pulihan sa kahibalo. Mga tigulang o batanong lungsuranon, kahigayunan ang gihatag sa tanan. Pagkapot sa tinaguan, dambong gihamin sa ilang mga dughan, paglambo sa tanan. Ang atong kagamhanan may dakong tinguha, sa kalikunan sa nasudnon tanghiyas. Ginagukod ang nagtinguhag kalaglagan, matanon ki ampingan ki panalipdan. Ug ang tanang mamumuo giayudahan, giton-an sa pagtugang sa ilang abot. Pagkapot sa kaharuhay, upamuyong luwas sa tumang kalisod, usap na ang tanan. Uluhaton mahimo sa balay, makwartahan man at tungkugihan, ug ang pag-alam sa kabataan man, inatudlo sa atong kababaynan. Maukiling buhat sa tunghaan, sa ikapitong reyong Bisaya, nga naglangkop sa Bohol ug sa Cebu, Negros Oriental, Siquijor kining tanan.
Kaming mga kabataan karon, ayaw pasabing mawala. Kay ang mga kahilayang tanan, ani ananing kalibutan. Ugon kaming matumbawak gayon sa pagdunining panahon. Nagahulat nga tubangan mo man, paghawas ning kasalanan. Dayon o katilingban sa imong pag-agakanamo, uyog sa kahitasan nga kami ulungan ning kalibutan. Among paninguhaon nga kami magmapuslanon. Busa ikaw higala ang among paglaom ning kinabuhi. Busa palihog ka king among pagpakikisog ning lumbang sa kapalaran. Ika'y paglaom ning kinabuhi. Kaming mga kabataan, paglaom sa tanan.
You may now take your seat. Amidst the pandemic, school opening of classes, which was earlier set for August 24, will resume on October 5 as President Rodrigo Roa Duterte ordered a 6-week-long postponement.
That's right, Sir Arnel. The deferment was used to provide relief to the logistical limitations faced by the areas placed under MECQ and to fill in the remaining gaps of the school opening that we are currently addressing.
In addition to that, Sir Kenny, other areas in the country are ordered to push through with their preparations, including orientations, dry runs, and delivery of learning resources.
With Region 7's tagline, Sa Siete, Una ang Bata Firme, let us bear witness to the preparations and readiness of Region 7 from our Regional Director, Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, as he bestows us with tailored words of hospitality.
Opportunity does not waste time with those who are unprepared. Success is where preparation and opportunity meet, Bobby answered. Greetings to all the honorable congressmen in Central Visayas, local government officials, governors, mayors, down to the barangay officials, to our beloved Secretary Leonor Mamliling Magtulis Briones, undersecretaries, assistant secretaries, bureau directors, ERD ECO, regional office personnel, SDSS, ESDSS, chiefs, supervisors, school heads, dear teachers, parents and guardians, stakeholders, learners, friends, ladies and gentlemen, maayong adlaw kanatong tanan. Success does not happen overnight. It takes countless attempts confronted by failures, hesitations, and sometimes loss of faith. Above it all, we plow through adversities and finally reach the summit of victory. Persistence and dedication are key. At DepEd Central Visayas, we are sure about the directives we are taking. By definition, sure is characterized by feelings of confident certainty. At the point in our preparation for the new normal, we cling on to the fact that concerted efforts still define the success of our educational agenda. Today, together with the men and women of DepEd Region 7, I welcome you all to our final dry run simulation on school readiness for the school year 2020-2021 with the theme Region 7 Sure, Showcase of United Readiness Efforts for the brand new school year. It gives me honor and pride to usher into the very heart of our plans, goals, and visions for our school children. Allow me to give due praise to our indefatigable teachers, whom social media branded as print liners. Yes, you have been making and printing modules in bulk. You consume the available bond papers and printer inks in the market. That is the reason why you are called the print liners. Kidding aside, thank you teachers for manning the front lines of our education's paradigm shift. Truly, you are the esteemed frontliners worthy of society's respect and admiration. To our parents and stakeholders, we need you now more than ever. Let us continue to forge this partnership so together we outsmart the threats that wish to cripple our children's learning. To everyone watching today, may we continue to trust in the Lord with all our hearts. Have faith that there will be better days ahead. Welcome to this final simulation on school readiness for the school year 2020-2021. May the good Lord bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Regional Director, Salostano T. Jimenez. Steadfast in its preparation for school year 2020 and 2021, Department of Education Region 7 ensures that all learners have access to quality basic education through its initiatives. Let's take a look at this video.
During the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, Education Support Services Division is among the frontline division units in the region that assists in the provision of health protocols and understanding COVID-19 orientations, seminars, and workshops. As part of its mandate on partnerships through Brigada Escuela, it has launched webinar series on psychosocial services and household partners orientation and has facilitated different youth formation programs to equip our learners on their online management journey and the entire new normal learning engagements. Bound to arm the implementation of the Learning Continuity Plan, Curriculum and Learning Management Division has facilitated series of meetings with the division supervisors in charge of Learning Resource Management section for the guidelines and updates of the locally developed SLMs and QA processes of kindergarten ADM to be used nationwide, has monitored the status of printing and delivery for the locally developed and nationally downloaded SLMs for Quarter 1 to ensure its readiness. Quality assurance processes for the locally developed SLMs and SLKs for all learning areas and grade levels is ongoing. It has also initiated the contextualized version of kindergarten learning experiences and assisted in the preparation of instructional videos conducted by DepEd EdTech Unit. The Human Resource Development Division ensures that personnel in the region are competent and efficient through the implementation of a strategic human resource development system. Its key result areas focus on the localized HR policies and plans, induction program, professional learning and development, employee welfare, rewards and recognition, and performance management. To support the financial requirements of the current situation, Finance Division has conducted an analysis of the financial resources of DepEd Region 7, a budget utilization rate for fiscal year 2020. Aside that it has prepared for DepEd RO7's budget, it has spearheaded the mobilization and utilization of financial resources and its budget accountability reporting. DepEd RO7 office, through its Administrative Service Division, was able to create the new facilities to help maintain the required health protocols to avoid the spread of coronavirus disease to each employees and clients. The following are washing and drying a wash area beside the guardhouse, provide a device to check the body temperature of incoming employees and clients, waiting area in front of the building, bleachers placed 1 meter apart ready for DepEd RO7 clients, and information center. Field Technical Assistance Division supports the implementation of DepEd's Learning Continuity Plan through its Technical Assistance Plan and provision of technical assistance, finalization and pilot testing of the monitoring tool for Learning Delivery Modality Course 1, LAC Session Module 3, monitoring of LAC sessions for LDM Course 1, deployment of regional field technical assistance providers for the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan Learning Delivery Modality implementation.
Policy Planning and Research Division contributes to the implementation of DepEd's Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan through collecting and monitoring of enrollment data, monitoring of enrollment and survey form for school year 2020-2021. The Office of the Regional Director provided an avenue for teaching and non-teaching personnel of the region to be updated on the important announcements and ask questions through the FB Live program DepEd RO7 Cares, provided support to various functional divisions, and hosted national and regional events, closely coordinated with the SDSS and ASDSS on the preparation of modules and other activities in relation to the implementation of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan of the region. Conducted the regional training of trainers on how to teach online, participated by the various curriculum implementers. The webinar aimed to capacitate the teaching force on the use of technology in the learning delivery, capacitated DepEd personnel on the use of technology in the delivery of their functions by conducting series of training workshops on video conferencing and collaboration tools. Social media sites were updated to include frequently asked questions. To support the continuity of public service during the pandemic, the regional office deployed the online help desk and the infotext system. The website was also updated to include links to DOH and WHO websites. In partnership with Quality Assurance Division, the ICTU created the Private Schools Profiling System, DepEd AVP, DepEd Testimonials, DepEd Icons, Webinar Teasers, Share a Blessing AVP. Produced, designed, and crafted IEC materials for dissemination. Published IEC materials through social media platforms. Partnership with Philippine Information Agency and the local media to disseminate DepEd RO7's programs and projects. Published DepEd RO7's protocols and guidelines for video documentation.
To give us a live number, please welcome Mandaue City's Pride, Mandaue City School for the Arts, with the Tawag ng Tanghalan finalist, Ms. Mariel Monteliano.
You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to you. I'll have faith in all you do. Just call my name and I'll be there. I'll be there to comfort you. Build my world of dreams around you. I'm so glad that I found you. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there to comfort you. Build my world of dreams around you. I'm so glad that I found you. I'll be there with love that's strong. I'll be your strength. I'll be hold on. Ooh. If you should ever find someone new, I know he better be good to you. 'Cause if he doesn't, then I'll be there. Don't you know, baby, yeah, I'll be there. You know I'll be there. Just come my way, and I'll be there. I'll be there, baby. You know I'll be there. Just come my way, I'll be there. Just come my way, and I'll be
Thank you very much, performers. DepEd Region 7 is very much grateful for the support provided by the Department of Education Central Office. Let's listen to their messages of support and inspiration. On behalf of the Central Office, let's listen to the message of Undersecretary for Finance, USEC Annalyn M. Sevilla.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. The Department of Education, Office of the Undersecretary for Finance, warmly congratulates DepEd Central Visayas for the conception of such a responsive initiative that is the showcase of United Readiness efforts, or SURE. Our school children's learning continuity has never been this tested, but we cannot live in fear forever. We can always choose to adapt and overcome. Exercising extreme health measures, DepEd breaks walls and builds bridges to educate the Filipino youth. What DepEd Region 7 has been doing is actually commendable in every sense of the word. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the steadfast leadership of Dr. Salustiano Jimenez, officer in charge of the Office of the Regional Director. The same gratitude goes to the men and women of the different offices in Region 7 who works the extra mile all in the name of public service. To the teachers, please know that you are the lifeblood of this new normal. Allow me to thank you for the tireless efforts you have shown all this time. You are the modern day heroes whose contribution to nation building is off the charts. The pandemic may have held the world by the neck. The COVID-19 has stopped most of society's normal flow. But education will creep its way out of the dark and shall rise above this. We will light the way of tomorrow and make today a tale of hope, courage, and inspiration. Again, congratulations to all of you. You make DepEd family proud of your innovations. Keep up the good work. Keep up the fire of commitment, passion, and love for learning burning. Mabuhay ang DepEd, para sa bata, para sa bayan.
Thank you very much, USEC Sevilla. Your dedication has inspired all of us to do what is expected of us and extend an extra mile para sa bata and para sa bayan. At this point, let us be entertained by a violin performance from Mandaue City School for the Arts, Gabriel Antonio Parilla. Daghang salamat, Anton. Now, to give us another motivating and encouraging message, we have our Undersecretary of the Department of Education from the Planning, Human Resource and Organizational Development and Field Operations. We have Yusek Jesus Lorenzo R. Mateo.
Maayong buntag sa tanan sa DepEd Region 7. Salamat kaayo, Ardisal, for inviting me to be part of the showcase of United Readiness efforts, or SURE, for school year 2020-2021. Meron lang ako isang tanong sa inyo, Region 7. Handa ba tayo? Well, ang sagot lang doon, handang-handa. 3 weeks before October 5, and it already feels like we are in the semi-final stage of a TV show competition. Gearing up for the grand finals, where everybody is expected to watch our performance. Before this pandemic, making sure that our schools, our community, and our learners are ready in time for school opening has been a DepEd family tradition. However, this tradition for the incoming school year is a lot different because with the COVID-19 pandemic, we are faced with adaptive challenges where there are no known solutions. We have encountered unforeseen questions and have met unintended consequences. We will no longer conduct classes the way we used to. With this, the context of our learners is key. It is important to focus on their needs and meet them where they are. I believe this is embodied in our basic education learning continuity plan, which our field offices from the school up to the central office have been tirelessly working on to localize and operationalize. For that, allow me to commend the men and women of DepEd Region 7, from the regional office under the leadership of R.D. Sal Jimenez to the 19 schools division offices and to our school heads and teachers, as well as parents, for your hard work and dedication to the service. Mabuhay tayong lahat. God bless.
Thank you very much, Yusek Mateo. Definitely, we are truly thankful to have dedicated leaders like you who inspire us to be competent and competitive. Now, to entertain us, please welcome DepEd Mandaue City Songbird and GMA's The Clash finalist, a teacher of Wapao Elementary School, Ms. Maria Lourdes Lapera.
Halos lahat ay nagtatanong doon sa aming bayan. Sa gitnang kanluran aking pinagmulan, sila'y nalilito, ba't daw ako nagkaganito? Kung ano ang dahilan, ako lang ang nakakaalam. Magulang ko'y ginawa na ang lahat ng paraan upang mahiwalay sa aking natutunan. Subalit iniwan ko ang ibinigay na karangyaan. Kung ano ang dahilan, ako lang ang nakakaalam. Musika ang buhay na aking tinataglay. Ito rin ang dahilan kung ba't ako naglalakbay. Musika ang buhay na aking tinataglay. Ito rin ang dahilan kung ba't ako naglalakbay. Kaya ngayon ako'y narito upang ipaalam na di ako nagkamali sa aking daan. Ang timpala'y di ko hangad na makamtan, kundi ang malamang tama ang aking ginawa. Musika ang buhay na aking tinataglay. Ito rin ang dahilan kung ba't ako naglalakbay. Musika ang buhay na aking tinataglay. Ito rin ang dahilan kung ba't ako naglalakbay. Musika ang buhay na aking tinataglay. Ito rin ang dahilan kung ba't ako naglalakbay. Halos lahat ay nagtatanong doon sa aming bayan, sa gitnang kanluran na aking pinanggalan. Sila'y nalilito, ba't daw ako nagkaganito? Kung ano ang dahilan, ako lang ang nakakaalam.
Thank you very much, Ms. Maria Lourdes Lapera of Opao Elementary School. The pedestal is all set to contemplate on a splendid implication of this event as we unmask the identity of our groundbreaking and breathtaking keynote speaker. She is a professor emeritus of the University of the Philippines, National College of Public Administration and Government. She has spent most of her life as a teacher. She has taught young children in church school and students in undergraduate, master's, and doctoral studies. Whenever and wherever she delivers public lectures, she teaches. She has been a resource person in numerous national, regional, and international meetings and fora. She addressed the General Assembly of the United Nations in 2005. She combines the roles of distinguished academic and teacher, public official, and social activist. She has a wealth of experience in administering public institutions. She was secretary of the Commission on Audit and served as a treasurer of the Philippines. Furthermore, she is an articulate advocate on economic and social development issues. She was former president of Freedom from Debt Coalition. She then became a lead convener of Social Watch Philippines, coordinator of Social Watch Asia and Social Watch International. Her academic and professional competencies range from business administration, accounting, public finance, revenues, expenditures, borrowing and accountability, public policy and administration, including local government administration, government corporations, and graft and corruption. Even more important than her long record of research, teaching and government service is her total commitment to good governance, particularly in public finance. Our keynote speaker is a member of the United Church of Christ in the Philippines and president of the Manila Concert Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary of the Department of Education, Secretary Ilnor Magdolis Briones.
The Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, BELCP, provides the essential components of DepEd's response to COVID-19 pandemic to ensure, first, that the health, safety, and well-being of everyone in DepEd, learners, teachers, education officials, and all other DepEd employees are protected. And second, that learning continues. An essential component of LCP is preparing our teachers and school leaders for the implementation of the learning delivery modalities that are virtually new as opposed to face-to-face delivery. Mindful of the demands of the new normal, we will be training our field officials and our teachers on the implementation of the new modalities. The course will be of two streams. The first stream is intended for division and the school leaders, who will lead and manage the implementation of the new system of learning delivery. The second stream is meant for teachers to equip them with the competencies to handle instructional delivery and to navigate this new learning delivery. As delivery of the training courses will likewise be using remote modality, guided self-study using self-learning modules, supported by peer learning and coaching, the initial activities for the course involve orienting our field officials and technical personnel not just about the course and the delivery modality, but also their role in the implementation, especially in providing the necessary technical assistance to our field implementers. We hope to be able to adequately prepare our education frontliners, the school officials, the teachers, the education community for the novel way of delivering education through these courses, along with the complementary initiatives within and outside of DepEd. Training them will bring us closer to our ardent desire of ensuring that learning continues despite the challenges. We are also cognizant of the fact that we cannot do this alone at the central office. Hence, we need everyone's participation in this endeavor if we wish our education system to thrive and bring hope to many Filipinos. We thank you all for responding to the call of relentlessly pursuing education, even in the midst of the pandemic. We have every reason to say that sulong edukalidad is not just a pipe dream. It is starting to become a reality.
Thank you very much, Secretary Leonor M. Briones, for that thought-provoking and captivating insights. So her message was actually read by one of the teachers of DepEd Mandaue City, Mrs. Imelda Cajegas. Teachers in the various divisions of Region 7 have undergone series of trainings to capacitate them with these learning modalities in the new normal. The modalities that schools may adopt may be one or a combination of the following: distance learning, which may be modular distance learning, online distance learning, and TV or radio-based instruction, blended learning, or homeschooling. Let's take a glimpse of their trainings and the radio or TV-based instruction as we watch these videos prepared by the Division of Cebu Province.
Magandang araw mga bata! Ako nga pala, Jocelyn, ang iyong guro. Sa mapi ko
Maayong hapon sa atong tanan. Ako si DJ Marie, ang inyong storyteller in the afternoon.
Magandang umaga sa ating lahat, class. Kumusta ang araw natin ngayon? Okay lang ba kayo dyan? Noong nakaraang linggo ay tinatalakay natin tungkol sa nakakamatay, nakakaawa, napakapeliklo na sakit.
CPR! Machete! The COVID-19 teaching the center.
The Department of Education is one with President Rodrigo Roa Duterte in his non-negotiable commitment for the health and safety of the learners, teachers, and staff as the nation battles against COVID-19. It enjoins all field offices for the adoption of the Learning Continuity Plan, or LCP. Through DepEd Order Number 12, Series of 2020, adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021 in light of the COVID-19 public health emergency. The marching order of no face-to-face classes until safe is religiously observed in all schools. It directs the attention of education leaders in Region 7, headed by Regional Director Celestiano T. Jimenez, ably assisted by Assistant Regional Director Cristito A. Echo, together with the Schools Division Superintendents and Assistant Schools Division Superintendents of the 19 schools divisions to invest in their initiatives in blended distance modalities until the prohibition of direct class interaction is lifted or relaxed.
The children cannot wait. Education cannot wait.
The synergy is aligned with the commitment of Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones for education to continue offering a wide array of alternative delivery options so that children can continue schooling. To supplement the different learning options for online and offline modular learning, the region banks on utilizing the radio and television-based instruction dubbed as Sibiyaan sa Siyete, strategic interventions employing TV and radio-based education, which is an instruction transmitted through availing airtime services of radio and television stations available in the area. It focuses on widening the implementation of radio-based instruction, or RBI, which started in 2004, reaching the learners of the Alternative Learning System, or ALS, in delivering the Accreditation and Equivalency, or A&E program in basic education, to include the regular classes from kindergarten to senior high school, and to venture in producing and broadcasting contents in different subject areas, following the most essential learning competencies or MELCs of the K-12 curriculum. There are 4 general approaches in television and radio-based instruction. Home or purok-based broadcasting.
Magandang araw mga bata. Ako nga pala, si Teacher Cindy, ang iyong guro. Samahan mo akong matuto kung paano mamalagaan tungkol sa saan ang uri ay mabuti mga food levels ng mga produkto o pagkain din ay
Audio and audio-video lessons for the Alternative Learning System, or ALS, special education, or SPED, and regular classes are recorded in compact disc, flash drive, or memory cards, which the learners can play using available audio and audio-video equipment at home and purok centers. They can also be transmitted through social media sites like FB Messenger and email system. Contents can also be taken from FB and YouTube Live. Makeshift TV and radio station. Portable audio and audio-video equipment such as the microphone and loudspeakers or trompa. LCD projector, LED, smart TV is set up to broadcast recorded instructional and learning materials. In areas where electricity is not available, a car battery or a generator is used to operate the makeshift TV or radio station. At times, it can be carried in another site by vehicles or bancas, especially in remote areas. Campus radio is a type of radio station that is run and managed by the school. Programming may be exclusively by the school or may include programmers from the wider community in which the radio station is based. Campus radio stations for the regular classes are successfully instituted in the following schools' division offices: Division of Cebu Province, led by STS Marilyn S. and Dallas, whose campus radio stations are located at Batchan and Kaputatan Integrated School in the districts of Batchan and Midalian, respectively. RD Celestino T. Jimenez and ARD Cristito A. Echo visited the facility and tried broadcasting live at Batchan National High School.
Dr. Cristito Rico. So sa mga ginikanan o mga learners, atong ipadayon yun ang ato ang edukasyon kay ang ato ang eskwelahan naningkamot yun nga paghatag o mga giya o kung sa pa'y ang ngayon buhaton para masiguro nga education must continue amid this pandemic crisis. So,
Talisay City Division, headed by STS Evangel M. Luminarias, has started airing in Haclupan National High School, Haclupan, Talisay City. Lapu-Lapu City Division has School Radio AM FM, sponsored by the Federation of the General Parent Teachers Association. Media Outlet Broadcasting uses public and private radio and television outlets, which broadcast either live or recorded, graded and non-graded, audio and audio-video lessons for the alternative learning system, special education, and regular classes from kindergarten to senior high school. Radio Broadcasting. The Division of Cebu Province has already started airing alternative learning system radio-based lessons, capturing the ALS learners through its Himpinan sa Cebu, with partner radio station DYNE 97.5 Radyo Kahinsog of Cebu Technological University, Balili Campus. MOA signing was done last August 3, 2020 in Balili, Cebu, which granted at least 30 hours per month airtime or time slot. It also contracted memorandum of agreement with the following local radio stations for the ALS RBI, SPED, and regular classes. Local radio stations with memorandum of agreement are the following: DYNH 99.1 FM Radio Kampusan of San Francisco, Camotes, Cebu. MOA signing was held last September 3, 2020 in San Francisco, Camotes, Cebu, which allowed 3 hours airtime from Monday to Friday every 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. IFM 93.9 Cebu of RMN Network Incorporated. MOA signing was conducted last September 5, 2020 in Cebu City. It accorded 15 minutes airtime every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 12:45 to 1 p.m. Local radio stations which are under negotiation are the following: Radio Natin Balamban, Cebu; Buluan ng Tinubdan, BT Radio of City Tuburan, Cebu; Radio Natin Pinamunga, Cebu. The Division of Bohol Province has teamed a partnership with the following local radio stations: Radio DYDL in Carmen Districts 1 and 2 Bohol; Landmark 106.9 FM in Taos District, Bohol, catching child learners. The Division of Toledo City has forged alliance with 98.5 Mission FM radio. Television broadcasting. 4 television cable stations in the region have been partnered with the following schools' television offices for the broadcast of video contents containing instructional materials. Fuel Products Cable Service for Channel 123, China Today, by the Division of Dumaguete City, headed by SDS Gregorio Cyrus R. Ilihorde, intended for the kindergarten to grade 3 learners. Real Speed Cable TV in Calapi District, Division of Bohol Province, led by SDS Benito A. Dagatan. Toledo Cable TV and Digiman Corporation by the Division of Toledo City, headed by SDS Orlando G. Cadano. Sky Cable Cebu by the team-up of divisions of Mandaue City, Lapu-Lapu City, and Naga City, headed by SDS Nympha D. Bongo, SDS Wilfredo D. Bungalos, and SDS Rosalie M. Pasaol, respectively. Cebu Cable Incorporated and Bogu Cable Incorporated are under negotiations by the Division of Bogu City, manned by SDS Rosalie Healy. DepEd Region 7 has active and functional television and radio transmitters for educational resources in Central Visayas, capturing large numbers of viewers and listeners.
Maya Angelou stressed out charity and compassion when she said, "When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed." On this note, the Department of Education Region 7 is absolutely blessed with the philanthropic leaders that we have in our region. Let us listen to the motivating messages of our Bohol and Negros representatives. From the 1st District of Bohol, Congressman Edgar M. Chato. 2nd District of Bohol, Congressman Erico Aristotol C. Aumentado. 3rd District of Bohol, Congresswoman Christine Alexe B. Tutor. 1st District of Negros Oriental, Congresswoman Jocelyn C. Lincaichong. 2nd District of Negros Oriental, Congressman Manuel T. Sagarbarria.
Allow me to extend our best wishes and congratulations to the entire DepEd family of Region 7 on the occasion of the launching of the 2020-2021 SURE program, Showcase of United Readiness Efforts, a very significant and innovative way of inspiring everyone to work together for quality education. At this time, when the pandemic has given us a lot of challenges to face, it is also important to stress that we should provide our learners quality education and accessible opportunities together with relevant learnings and liberating ones. Our children are also our future, and that is why we say education is everybody's business. We ask everyone, therefore, to join hands in supporting DepEd in these most challenging times where changes, innovations, and transformations are needed. We also inspire our kids and their parents to join our society in aiming for the best quality education and a best future. God bless everyone and good day.
Mayong adlaw kanatong tanan, labi na sa atong mga kaigsuonan sa DepEd family, hinaot ko na namos may panglawas. The challenges in education require relevance and liberation in the light of the new normal. This is challenging because of poor connectivity, accessibility to the learning ordinance. But I am sure that DepEd is more than square to the challenge. The launching of SURE is a testament of DepEd's firm resolve to liberate our poor families from the bondage of poverty through education. I am with you, sharing this hope that we can finally break the chain of poverty through our unified efforts to bring education to far-flung areas, no matter the cost, because we believe that education is priceless, limitless, and boundless. We have different challenges in our field of endeavor, but nothing is more important than education. Education opens a wide vista of opportunities to each one. Let us be ready, let us be united, Thank you very much.
My respect to our regional director, superintendents of the 19 school divisions in Bohol, Cebu, Negros, educators and viewers, a good day. The COVID-19 pandemic created a ripple effect among students, parents, and educators. A plethora of challenges are before us. Resilient as we are, there will always be plentiful ways of dealing these things. Amongst all, we need a workable, doable solution. You don't need to learn and be experts on how to use all the online teaching tools or stay up past midnight texting and emailing parents, hold video conferences with your students. You just need to be there for them like you always have. This exceptional times calls for exceptional people. You, our dear educators, created that exception. I have witnessed how you prepared for the opening of classes. There is no mountain so high you cannot climb, rivers you cross, miles you cannot walk just to reach every child. You continue to persevere and endure these continuing struggles. This situation is difficult for all of us. There will be great adverse impacts on the learning, absorption, and productivity of the learners. For now, we do not have a lot of choices to choose from. We must make do whatever options are available. In the third district of Bohol, where most of our learners are living in far-flung mountainous areas with poor or no network signal, my plea to our educators for your patience and in-depth understanding. This is our time to strengthen our connections with the students and parents in order for this learning system to work. As your representative to the House of Congress, I have brought up our problems in terms of digital gap and budget limitations. In the middle of all these barriers and obstacles, education must continue in a new normal. Yes, we are doubtful and fearful of the outcome, but I have faith in you, our educators. You have done your part preparing and doing the best you can. You have shown your resourcefulness and innovative minds in action. Best effort done. You are ready. Bring it on. I, Congresswoman Christine Alexi Tutor, is together with you in this journey to make this new normal system of learning education a success. Combate.
In the past 6 months, we have been grappling with a situation that no nation was prepared for. As we transition into the new normal, we see changes not only in our policies, but more saliently in our way of life. My heart goes to everyone who are struggling in these very difficult times. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our teachers who, despite all the setbacks, have mustered the strength to adapt and to move forward. It goes without saying that education is vital, and the existence of a global pandemic cannot deprive our children of their right to learn. Through its policies and actions, all government has proven its strong commitment to provide quality education for all. And this is evident in how the Department of Education receives the lion's share of the national budget year after year. In our very own district, the projects and programs of the Department of Education have always been top priority. Be that as it may, we also cannot deny the reality that remote learning is very difficult. This requires not only the abundance of resources, but more importantly, the strong coordination of the Department of Education and our local government unit, as well as the constant support of our public and private partners. We must overcome shared challenges to ensure that our learners will receive quality education even in the most troubling times. Now, more than ever, we need to be innovative in our approach to learning. The reality is that many parents are not equipped with the knowledge, skill set, and resources that are necessary to help their children cope with remote learning. It is critical for the Department of Education to fill in those gaps, as otherwise it becomes inevitable for the education of our children to be compromised. There are also other circumstances that must be considered to ensure that learning will continue under the new setup. The strength of internet accessibility, the availability of gadgets, the learning conduciveness of the household, and many more. These are factors that, although not technically within the control of the Department of Education, must be taken into consideration or into account by this department to truly ensure that quality education will be accessible during and post-pandemic and even the most far-flung barangays. To this end, we must assure the public that there is a strong cooperation between the national government, the Department Education regional offices, and all our stakeholders as we transition into the new normal. Salamat ug maayong adlaw kanatong tanan.
So, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate Secretary Briones, who hails from our province, the province of Negros Oriental. And she is the pride of Negros Oriental. And of course, also, I would like to congratulate our regional director, Salustiano Jimenez, for spearheading here in our district this SURE program, Showcase of United Readiness Efforts for School Year 2020-21. Well, in the first place, when the Department of Education decided to come up with such a program, I was very hesitant about the quality of education that we can give to our students. But nevertheless, I had great faith on our secretary and of course our regional directors to be able to pursue and give the best quality of education to all our students here all over the country. And above all, I have seen the working teachers and everyone here trying to make sure that the quality of education that we are going to give to our students for school year 2021 via the internet or virtual for that matter would be very, very successful. I have talked to some of them and they said they are ready. And I believe when they say they are ready, when DepEd says they are ready, they are truly, truly ready. So nevertheless, it's just a matter of time. We will know the outcome of all this, but I believe that the quality of education that we will give our students for school year 2021 will be very, very high, and we will be very, very successful. So again, thank you very much, and good afternoon to everyone.
Very much, Bohol and Negros Oriental Congressman. Your existence is truly a gift to our learners. With the unusual challenge of working from home, for the first time in the midst of the new coronavirus pandemic, our regional office and schools division offices have sought for ways to capacitate our school heads. How effective is it? On the other hand, DepEd has requested the help of the local authorities in the distribution of printed learning modules to students to facilitate distance learning amidst this coronavirus pandemic. How do our schools collaborate with the barangays on this? To answer the questions, let us all watch these videos prepared by the Division of Mandaue City and the Division of the City of Bogo.
The COVID-19 pandemic poses many challenges in our new normal system of education. Despite all these challenges, Central Visayas Region 7 ensures the continuity of educating our school children across 19 schools divisions. The health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel shall be given utmost importance. The collaboration between DepEd officials, local government units, school leaders, and other stakeholders was profoundly evident in the implementation of the Learning Continuity Plan and Learning Delivery Modality. The Department of Education continuously coordinated with the local officials and other stakeholders in its desire to augment the resources for the reproduction of the self-learning modules from kindergarten to grade 12. Results of the survey conducted by the schools revealed that majority of learners, with their parents, opted to choose modular instruction as means of learning delivery modality for school year 2020-2021. As Region 7 heightens our readiness for the opening of classes come October 5, 2020, Region 7 SURE features the showcase of united readiness efforts of the schools divisions in the islands of Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor. The school officials, in their efforts to ensure the health and safety of our learners, collaborated with the barangay officials, purok leaders, health workers, and other community volunteers for the distribution and retrieval of self-learning modules. The purok system in the barangay played its vital role in supporting the Department of Education in adherence to community governance, protecting the interest and safety of every household, empowering a number of families to build small community within the barangay to become potent partners in the implementation of government services, developing sense of citizenship and ownership, protecting the interest of every household, and promoting collaboration for nation building. School heads conducted a series of online conferences or meetings with barangay officials, purok leaders, and other volunteers in the purok or barangay to ensure the safe delivery and retrieval of self-learning modules. Online mapping of learners in their respective purok, sitio, or zone was conducted by the teachers to facilitate the smooth distribution and retrieval of modules. Online orientation of parents on the guidelines of the distribution and retrieval of self-learning modules was also scheduled by the school heads, which included the health protocols and safety measures from the IATF and the DOH. Advocacy signages were posted, flyers were distributed in the barangay, purok, sitio, or zone. Barangay officials also provided additional manpower and transportation to help the teachers transport the modules from schools to the designated distribution area identified by the leaders in every purok, sitio, or zone, as technically projected in video presentations of the prior simulation of the 19 divisions. Purok centers, church or chapel grounds, gymnasium, and other open spaces in the barangay have been made accessible for the parents and teachers with adherence to the protocols of the IATF and the DOH. Barangay Sangguniang Kabataan or SK officials also manifested their support to the LDM implementation or self-learning module distribution and retrieval of their respective purok or barangay. Hence, the Department of Education, Central Visayas, Region 7 SURE would like to profoundly express its wholehearted gratitude for the unwavering support of the barangay officials, Purok leaders, and other community volunteers on the LDM implementation of self-learning modules distribution and retrieval. Sa 7, una ang bata pirme.
Sama sa gapnod ang kinabuhi sa usa ka tigpangulo o tulonghaan. Gani, mukisi-kisi man kini kung hampakon sa mga balud sa kapalaran. Apan sa iyang paglutaw-lutaw, misaksi kini tali sa kalawom o kamabaw sa dagat. Ang school leaders barog usab taliwala sa kahimtang sa sitwasyon sa iyang tulonghaan. Dinhi nagkinahanglan siya sa makinaadmanong kasinatian sa kahanas sa iyang pagmando ug tulonghaan. Kini ang saysay sa mga tigpangulo ug tulonghaan sa Rehiyon 7.
To this page. So this page you will be able to see. You will be able to see your pre-scheduled meetings.
In this new normal, the level of management of the school leaders has become more important. By empowering the school leaders, they will be able to adjust to their respective contexts and find the best solutions suitable for their school. In the city of Naga Division, school leaders are well trained and strong communication with the administration is established. This is to ensure smooth coordination and swift execution of decisions in the midst of this crisis. Consistent trainings and seminars are also initiated to ensure that school leaders are updated and well equipped.
A great day, everyone. I am Mrs. Lina M. Maiso from the Division of Lapu-Lapu City, the school principal 2 of Marigondan National High School, Senior High School Department.
All our preparations are based from the School Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, which was created last May 2020 and was presented to the school's division superintendent in one of our meetings. This serves as our Bible during this time of pandemic. Take note that some revisions is done to fit the need and priority.
Sa matag hagtog sa orasan sa kinabuhi, adunay mga panghitabo nga sarang moalig-ig sa panumduman sa tawo sama sa pandemya sa COVID-19 nga karon atong nasinati. Hinaot nga sa pagbukas sa tuig tigtunga 2020 hangtod 2021, andam kita og magpabiling kita nga buhi og mulambo aron pagdaig sa makausapa sa labawng makagagaw.
Inspired by its mantra, sa 7, una ang bata pirme, DepEd Region 7 is steadfast in its preparation for school year 2020 to 2021. As a matter of fact, it has embarked various initiatives to better serve the 1,924,246 learners comprising the 19 schools divisions with face-to-face classes still prohibited due to the public health situation as ordered by President Duterte back then in March 2020. An array of capability-building activities on the different learning modalities and other mechanisms responsive to the educational needs of the learners have been conceptualized and implemented by the education leaders and managers headed by the 19 schools division superintendents, ably assisted by the 23 assistant schools division superintendents. The unifying efforts of Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez with Assistant Regional Director Cristito A. Eco and the regional chiefs served as the driving force to rekindle the ingenuities of SDSS and ASDSS. The 80,000 teachers of the entire DepEd Region 7 have been provided with capacity building programs via virtual platforms. These virtual delivery of sessions were maximized to make sure that all the teachers can be equipped with the necessary competencies to go beyond the normal face-to-face teaching learning interactions. Responding to the DepEd's goal and the pronouncement of President Duterte, we must implement online learning, modular learning, and TV and radio-based broadcast, which students coming from different backgrounds can avail. DepEd will provide printed modules for those who cannot afford online learning. Each school's division is prompted to design series of webinars that would equip the teachers in discharging their roles and responsibilities within the new normal situation.
For distance online learning, synchronous and asynchronous, these webinars will help teachers to explore in using advanced technology, specifically the creation of various online learning classrooms that could really be a great help for them in the delivery of the lessons through virtual classes. For distance offline learning, such as printed modular instruction, radio, TV-based instruction, and other learning modalities, teachers were given intensive orientations as reflected in the Learning Continuity Plan.
To fast-track effective and efficient delivery of both modalities, all the 19 schools divisions of DepEd Region 7 Central Visayas, namely schools divisions of Siquijor, Bai City, Bayawan City, Dumaguete City, Kihulngan City, Tanhay City, Negros Oriental Province, Tagbilaran City, Bohol Province, Bogo City, Karkar City, Cebu City, City of Naga, Danao City, Lapu-Lapu City, Mandaue City, Talisay City, Toledo City, and Cebu Province have gone the extra mile. Hence, the organization of core trainers across levels such as division, clusters of districts, district, clusters of schools, and school has been done.
The convergence of schools division superintendents and assistant schools division superintendents is one of the vital ingredients to support teachers in innovating instructional designs responsive to the learning needs of each learner.
The strong tandem between Regional Director Salustiano T. Jimenez and Assistant Regional Director Cristito E. Echo paves way in the accomplishment of plans as articulated in the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP, of each school's division.
Online learning core trainers include public schools district supervisors, district ICT coordinators, and lead school ICT coordinators of each school's division to cascade in their respective stations. Trainers should give their best for their participants, the teachers, because their expertise on this matter is a necessary ingredient to support innovative and beneficial teaching, because this kind of online engagement will surely increase teachers' competence and confidence to handle academic challenges and difficult situations amidst COVID-19 pandemic.
The online distance learning webinars compel the teacher participants to at least create, develop various online learning platforms, and deliver online lessons using the created online classroom, and show willingness to cascade all the learning platforms introduced during the webinar of trainers they attended. For offline distance learning using printed modules, teachers were capacitated through virtual orientations, employing the training scheme for big, medium, and small divisions. A paradigm shifts from traditional face to face learning with learners inside the classroom to coaching and tutoring the home tutors is the challenge that each teacher has to embrace with. Printed modular learning is an alternative instructional design that uses developed printed instructional materials which are based on the needs of the learners. It develops learning autonomy among the learners. To deep dive the process in using printed modular learning delivery and teacher made learners' home tasks, weekly learning plans, and learners' activity sheets, teachers' series of virtual orientations was conceptualized and delivered. For radio, TV broadcast learning, an instruction that is transmitted through availing airtime services of radio and television stations available in the area, the school's divisions are tasked to connect with local radio and TV stations. The capacity building programs for teacher script writers and broadcasters have been realized through the strong collaboration between and among media practitioners and other partners who excelled in this field of endeavor. All these capacity building programs on the delivery of different learning modalities cannot be possible without the modules developed based on the context of the learners.
A toast for all module developers, editors, illustrators, quality assurance teams headed by the education program supervisors who burned their eyebrows and squeezed their minds to produce the modules and other learning materials ready for use during the opening of classes come October 5, 2020. The real return of investments indeed.
The calling statement of DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtones Briones. All efforts and initiatives to carry out the LCP will greatly depend on family and community support. We need to prepare not only the schools, learners, administrators, and teaching and non-teaching personnel, but also the parents or guardians of the learners. Inspires DepEd Region 7 Central Visayas through the nurturing and empowering leadership of Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, ably assisted by Assistant Regional Director Dr. Cristito Eco, to engage the 19 schools divisions in realizing the region's goal.
Embedded in the capacity program designs are the webinars on online safeguarding of children to ensure that the school personnel, PTAs, home tutors, and other school staff in fulfilling their responsibilities regarding their safeguarding and child protection role in order to promote clarity and consistency of approach across all schools as provided for in DepEd Order Number 40, Series of 2012 on Child Protection Policy.
Along with this directive, the data privacy law has been taken with utmost care, as articulated under the Freedom of Information Act, and to protect and respect the confidentiality and privacy of this data and information as required under the Data Privacy Act of 2012.
Thus, the conduct of webinars on child safeguarding and data privacy awareness become vital and significant pursuant to Department of Education's or DepEd mission to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education.
Teachers need to be adept in catalyzing a pedagogical shift to make the learning process more interactive, collaborative, and engaging. According to Joshua Stem, PhD, on Introduction to Online Teaching and Learning. Hence, equipping teachers for the new normal propels greater impact in the delivery of instruction.
Sa 7, una ang bata, pirmi.
Those videos show the division's readiness of the school leaders in the school barangay collaboration, including the readiness of the teachers, which was prepared by the division of Cebu province. If Bohol and Negros Oriental learners are lucky because of their representatives, we are also fortunate here in Cebu and Siquijor for having altruistic, charitable, and committed leaders. Let us listen to the messages of our Cebu province, Siquijor, and Lapu-Lapu congressmen from the 1st District of Cebu Congressman Eduardo Eddie R. Julias, 4th District of Cebu Congresswoman Janice C. Salimpagon, 6th District of Cebu Congresswoman Emery Lollipop Juan Rizon, Lone District of Siquijor Congressman Jake Vincent Villa, Lone District of Lapu-Lapu Congresswoman Paz C. Radaza, 1st District of Cebu City Congressman Raul B. Dilmar, 2nd District of Cebu City Congressman Rodrigo A. Abellanosa.
We as a nation and as a people have conquered countless cataclysms. No matter what is thrown at us, we always persevere and continue moving forward with our head held high. Now we are again facing a trying time in history. This pandemic has affected our daily lives, our economy, and even our educational sector, where we put our trust for our nation's future. My heart goes out to all graduating students who missed graduation this year. An occasion all students are looking forward to. And to all students who missed or will miss school this year, I also feel your pain. Now, we are adapting to a new normal. We cannot let this pandemic stop the time for us in terms of learning. A country without soldiers may be weak, but a country without thinkers will surely fail. That is why the Department of Education is doing its best to provide a quality basic education that will be able to adapt to this new normal. A systematic program that will let our learners continue their study despite this challenging situation. This may not sound easy at first, but with our combined efforts, all of us, I know that we can overcome this challenge. With the Department of Education, especially in our beloved 1st District of Cebu, leading the way, I am sure that we will attain liberating education for all our dear learners. Daghang salamat ug hinaut ta nga ang Senyor Santo Niño ug ang mahal nga Birhen mo bendisyon kanaton tanan. God bless us all.
As a firm believer of education as an avenue for a better life, I am expressing my full gratitude to DepEd's initiative and efforts towards providing relevant, accessible, liberating, and quality education to the different schools in my constituency. I am highly commending the efforts initiated by the department despite the threat of COVID-19. It just speaks so much of their dedication and commitment in providing quality education for not only my constituents, but for all the students in Region 7. May the good department continue to fulfill its mandate even in these trying times, and they can expect my fully support in all of their undertaking. I appreciate the Department of Education for sharing the same vision of mine, which is to provide quality education to my district. Thank you and God bless.
Maayong adlaw kanatong tanan, labi na sa kadagkuan sa atong DepEd family. As they say, there are no secret to success. It is the result of preparation and hard work. On this regard, I commend everyone for doing both fast, bisan pa man sa hagit sa COVID-19. We did not expect this pandemic when the General Appropriation Act for 2020 was deliberated in Congress last year. Mauma, it is understandable that we are scrambling for additional resources and retooling our strategies in delivering our services at this time. We are to start a major shift to blended education soon. Rest assured, you have an education aligned. We are in this together. Let us take this challenging time as an opportunity to show that DepEd leads the way in resiliency and excellence for the good of our school children. Keep safe and God bless you all.
COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted our way of life. Gone are the days that school children can go to school and personally interact with their teachers and classmates. This pandemic has forced us to adapt for education to continue. With no face-to-face interactions happening, learning is now through video calls, on the internet, modules delivered to the school children's homes, lessons broadcasted through television or radio. We will even depend on parents to co-teach the lessons to our children. Apan, di ta mabalaka. Sa kamatuoran na limitado ra gyud ang pamaagi sa pagkaton para magpadayon sa edukasyon. Bahin ini, ako adunay kinasingkasing na pagsuporta. Ug gani, adunay ako'y gi-file nga House Bill number 7380 o ang Digital Educational Act nga nagpalambo, naghimo o naghatag sa educational o instrumental na video programming para sa eskwelahan, sa preschool o elementarya o sa ilang mga ginikanan. Let's work together to make this and other initiatives become opportunity to advance the education of our children. I would like also to take this occasion to greet each and everyone in the Department of Education family a happy National Teachers Month. Thank you for your efforts in guiding our next generation. Padayon pata.
Hello, kumusta? Kumusta kamong tanan? Maayong adlaw sa tanan. I hope you are all doing well. I am always saying this, that everyone should be doing well, despite our present plight under the dangers of COVID-19. This is because, like what our DepEd is doing, we must stay positive. We are not saying, of course, that we will disregard the pandemic. Again, the dangers of virus are real. The enemy is invisible. It can be anywhere without us knowing it. Dili magpahibaw si COVID nga naa na siya. The enemy is always also dangerous. It kills. We have seen friends and loved ones succumb to the virus, and thousands more are presently battling the disease. We have to accept that the danger will stay as long as there is no medicine and vaccine available. That is why, for the meantime, we have to strictly observe safety measures. Wear face masks, observe physical distance, wash your hands, and disinfect. We have to religiously observe this in order for us to continue what we are doing because nothing should stop us, not even this virus. For you, our dear students and learners, together with our DepEd family, nothing stops learning. Parehas ra na namo diri sa Congress. We also have colleagues and staff who are tested positive of the virus. Lisod kayong wadto ni sa Congress. The danger is present. Pero padayon gihapon ang among paningkamot sa pagpanday sa mga balaudnon para sa katawhan. Magpadayon gihapon ang among trabaho. Wala ni dito sa Congress na ami diri sa atong nagkadaiyang mga distrito gamit ang among mga telepono o computers. We just have to adapt and innovate. We should embrace the benefits of technology which provides us different platforms where we can perform our tasks and achieve our goals. In your case, DepEd, our DepEd has adopted different innovations for learning. Among these are distance learning and other multiple learning delivery of modalities. These, of course, are new. There are many learning curves and birth pains. Medyo mabaghuan ditani. Pero dili madugay sa atong kakugi o determinasyon para makakaton maanag ra kita niini ug ato ra sad kining madawat sa kinatubukan. This is the new normal. We are adopting this new normal not because we do not have a choice under this pandemic. Rather, we are choosing this new normal because we refuse to be defeated by this pandemic. Because we are this determined to learn and prepare you for our dear students and learners for our future. We are this determined at our aim of achieving a well-educated society. Ang kaugmaon dili na mapugnan. Thus, we should not prevent ourselves from gearing up for what lies ahead of us. I believe that we are strong. I believe that we will survive this. Once all this are over, we will only be stronger and we will be capable of doing more things. Soon, we can say, we did it. Daghang salamat. Amping kita kanina. God bless.
A few days from now, by the first week of October, our parents, our students, our teachers, our school officials, government officials, and everyone in the learning and teaching community will face up to a new challenge. As we officially start the long overdue school year, we recognize the significance of education in the lives of our youth, even in the face of this debilitating pandemic. Amidst our fears, we also harbor some hope that this crisis will soon be over with the nearing availability of a vaccine against COVID-19. The government, our educators, and most especially the parents remain cautious of the possibility of students' exposure to the virus. And so for the first time in the history of our educational systems, we employ the blended learning system because we all know fully well that the disruption of our children's education poses threats that we dread as much as this disease. No less than the United Nations Educational Scientific and Cultural Organization, or the UNESCO, has proven that when schools shut down, early marriages increase, more children are recruited into militias, sexual exploitation of girls and young women rises, teenage pregnancies become more common, and child labor grows. Time and again, numerous researches have shown the inverse correlation in the levels of education and crime rate. Hence, the DepEd needed to take on this very difficult job of the state to strike a balance between the physical, mental, social, and economic health aspects, and to figure out how to facilitate the continuity of education. In undertaking this gargantuan task, we have observed that there remains a number of difficulties that have yet to be addressed satisfactorily. There is no point, though, bickering over who is to blame. Moving forward, we should all work together to find solutions that will work for everybody in delivering quality education to our children, despite all the odds, despite all the challenges. For its part, we thank the DepEd for painstakingly designing an appropriate blended learning program that ensures no one is left behind. Their collaborative efforts with private telecommunications companies to provide free access to its online resource repository is commendable. In order to take this even further, we continue to urge the Department of Information and Communications Technology to double their efforts in increasing the nation's connectivity through the improvement of existing and construction of additional infrastructure. For although free Wi-Fi services have already been installed in numerous areas across the country as part of the National Broadband Plan, available bandwidth remains limited, resulting in unreliable internet connections. Efforts to increase the efficiency of data traffic exchanges among private providers is necessary to ensure sufficient and reliable coverage. We also seek the initiative of local governments in filling the gaps between modes of delivery and accessibility with programs that will provide underprivileged students the necessary devices to access learning modules. Getting an education under the traditional system is already a struggle for many of them. This need to shift to alternative learning methods has made this uphill climb even steeper. Let us all keep moving forward and work together to develop synergistic approaches towards addressing the continuous delivery of our educational systems. Let us find a way to nurture the intellectual development of our youth while keeping them in a COVID-free environment, be it outside or within the comfort of their homes. To all our parents, our students, the learning community, as well as the teaching community, our teachers, our principals, our school officials, our government officials, as your representative of the district, the second district of the city of Cebu, I am with you in this uphill climb, in this big challenge. We are all together on this. Let us not lose faith that we will be able to succeed. Good luck to all of us.
My passion to deliver the best education that every Cebuano learner deserves has always been my big priority for the first congressional district of Cebu City for more than 30 years and counting. My sincerest commitment of support to all education leaders and teachers in Cebu City.
Thank you very much, our dear Congressman. DepEd is leaving no stone unturned in responding to the current challenge in our educational system. Since the education of our learners is the responsibility of the whole community, parents, local government officials, and private sectors also play an important role. Schools develop and manage persistent and continuous partnerships with the private sector to ensure the safety of our students, teachers, and other school personnel.
Moreover, schools have conducted webinars and orientations for parents to help prepare their children for the new normal way of learning. To note, schools have emphasized that parents should continue to teach children problem-solving skills and preparedness while at home during this time of pandemic. Let's take a look at how our divisions have prepared for these initiatives. Here are the videos on readiness of the home and readiness of the private partnerships prepared by the divisions of the City of Naga and Lapu-Lapu City.
One of the major challenges in the new normal is the need to ensure that homes are as prepared as they could possibly be for the opening of classes. But it is hard to deny that it is quite challenging to achieve, considering that many of our brothers and sisters are still adjusting and doing their best to fight this pandemic. Now more than ever, the need for us to join hands together has become vital. DepEd Region 7, in coordination with the City of Naga Division, proudly presents its innovations and initiatives to lighten the load of our learners, parents, educators, as we ensure homeschool readiness in all of our divisions.
Here in the city of Naga, we have reached our goal of more than 100% turnout in our enrollment. We have already enrolled around more than 30,000 students from kindergarten up to the grade 12.
Now more than ever, the need for us to join hands together has become vital. DepEd Region 7, in coordination with the City of Naga Division, proudly presents its innovations and initiatives to lighten the load of our learners, parents, educators, as we ensure homeschool readiness in all of our divisions.
Here in the city of Naga, we have reached our goal of more than 100% turnout in our enrollment. We have already enrolled around more than 30,000 students from kindergarten up to the grade 12. This is a sign that our parents in the home, our communities, have that trust and confidence towards DepEd and towards our city government. Our communities, our parents, our local government unit, our barangays are there collaborating with us in every step in our journey towards the opening of classes. We have done already so much preparations from the module printing, which was provided by our city government with all those supplies that we need. We have also our teachers doing the parents orientation, going to the peruks, even the threat of being sick from COVID-19. But we are very much grateful to all our teachers and all our school heads doing the surveys and the home visitation. Towards our parents' response, we are also very happy here to say that they are also doing their share in the preparation. In fact, they have already set a study area, a learning space where their students, their children will do the task when the classes will open by October 5. And not only that, they are even asking our teachers to orient them on the different lessons in the modules. So with that, we can say with the different challenges that we are facing, we are more than determined to make the implementation of this new distance learning modality to its perfect implementation.
In order to ensure home readiness, the following initiatives were implemented in the city of Naga and in the divisions of DepEd Region 7. Orientation of parents on the following important topics: positive discipline and child protection policy. These topics are considered vital and important as we ensure that learners are protected from verbal and physical abuse as they adjust to the new normal in education. Enhancing and maintaining motivation. Now more than ever, the need for high intrinsic motivation among our learners could mean success or failure for our learners. Let us not forget that our learners and our teachers are physically away from each other. The strength of their internal motivation will have a huge impact in sustaining their interest to learn despite the challenges brought about by the pandemic. Deepening an understanding of flexible learning. Flexible learning should be made clear to the parents. We all understand that this pandemic has brought us to uncharted territory. The need to develop clear understanding among our parents is very important. The community members' participation is a key contribution in this field. We believe that it takes a community to educate a child. Every minute contribution could mean so much for one learner. In the city of Naga and in Region 7, all community members are encouraged to contribute to the learning of our children. The city of Naga has established online expert groups, which serves as a bridge for the community members to contribute to the learners and the teachers' thirst for knowledge and more learning. This brings knowledgeable experts in the community to reach out to the learners as well as to the teachers. All these partnerships with the parents and the community were done in order to ensure the continuity of education in the whole of Region 7. We believe that partnership between the parents, community, and the teachers is a vital ingredient in the success of distance learning modalities. We understand the struggles of our brethren in times like this. Thus, we establish portals for donations that will help our least fortunate learners to be ready in their respective homes. You can help light up the future of these learners. You may contact the following numbers.
Partnership requires a common mission and a dedication to working together to provide tangible and lasting opportunities for the vulnerable and disadvantaged. It needs a long term engagement, well established goals, and joint success obligation. It supports all partners' individual talents and abilities and is focused on partners collaborating in an open, accountable, and transparent way. For this year, our local government unit as our alliance backbone that approved the annual budget for SEF amounted to 244,532,601.70. Three sets of interactive panel board with 3 laptops, 45 tablets and accessories, total amount 7.4 million. When schools and community organizations work together to support learning, everyone benefits. Partnerships can serve to strengthen, support, and even transform individual partners, resulting in improved program quality, more efficient use of resources, and better alignment of goals. East Asia Utilities Corporation donated sets of 8 laptops and 9 units flat screen TV amounted to 335,775 pesos for the 3 schools in the islets of Caubian, Cauhagan, and Panganan. Pentex Cebu Philippines Corporation donated 10 units of computers, 10 units of microscopes with a total amount of 160,000 pesos. Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation and Cebu International School donated 2 classroom building amounted to 1.5 million and motor bangka boat worth 120,000 pesos to Kauhagan Elementary School. Tourist Garden Hotel gave 5 units laptop worth 110,000 and 3 units solar lamp post worth 21,000 with a total donation of 131,000 pesos to Panganan Elementary School. Artera Stunning Ocean View donated PLDT home fiber internet connection worth 108,000 for 3 years to Punta Engaño High School. Through the Bayanihan spirit, the Philippine Red Cross Lapu-Lapu City Cordova chapter generously accepted our invitation as our partner for the Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela by giving their free service and full support to the division office by disinfecting all the 51 schools, elementary and secondary schools in the mainland as a preparation for the upcoming school opening. DepEd Division of Lapu-Lapu City also received donations of essential items coming from the barangays, SK, private companies, and individuals. These essential items such as thermal scanner, alcohol, hand soap, cleaning tools, disposable surgical face mask, face shield, and multivitamins with a total amount of 1,024,258 pesos. Based on DepEd Order Number 54 Series 2009 or the revised guidelines governing parents teachers associations at the school level, the PTA shall serve as a significant partner of the school whose relationship shall be defined by cooperation and open dialogue to promote the welfare of students. The Department of Education of Lapu-Lapu City Division, in partnership with the Federation of the General Parents Teachers Association, initiates a program called Suporta. This program will provide an avenue for discussing relevant concerns and provide assistance and support to the schools and the parents for the promotion of their common interests in the midst of this global crisis. National Telecommunications Commission showed support to DepEd through the issuance of Memorandum Order Number 09-06-2020 as hereto attached entitled Assistance to the Department of Education to ensure continuity of providing quality education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The DYHP-RMN Cebu provided 30 minutes on Saturday and 1 hour on Sunday airtime. The Department of Education of Lapu-Lapu City Division, in partnership with the Federation of the General Parents Teachers Association, initiate a project called School Radio AM/FM. This project aims to deliver the most essential learning competencies to the learners with the use of transistor radio. Through this project, the GPTA officers of the Federation will produce and provide units of transistor radio to the learners who don't have means to access to the internet television, and radio. Provides cable TV services to its subscribers with the only requirement of internet connectivity and installation of a digital box. Free channels for use by our learners who may wish to view their lessons on cable TV. This is how DepEd Region 7 shows Bayanihan in action. Solo ang edukhalidad para sa bata, para sa bayan.
In life, there is always a beginning and an end. That's why there is sunrise and sunset. And as the song goes, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Several minutes from now, this academic enterprise will end, but the days ahead are looming for a never-ending stacks of academic toils. And as we unfold the chapter of the new normal in this educational milieu, the only option we have is to embrace it with high hopes and unwavering commitment. To formally close our program, let us all welcome our Assistant Regional Director, Cristito A. Echo.
Good afternoon, Central Visayas. If you want to achieve success, then don't doubt your dream. According to Tan de Souza. if not of a person who never cease to dream and act for the best of our teachers, leaders, and learners, we would have not reached this far. Our celebration of success today was then just a dream of our dear Regional Director, Salustiano T. Jimenez, and now a reality. Of course, our successes in the implementation of the programs and projects in the entire DepEd Region 7, Central Visayas, was made possible by the dedicated and proactive men and women of the department in various governance levels. As our way of recognizing their significant contributions, particularly in ensuring readiness of our schools for the coming opening of classes, we would offer and dedicate this colorful and memorable event to them. Showcase of United Readiness Efforts, or we tag it as DepEd 7 Sure. Hence, allow me to acknowledge them, our dear teachers and our heroes and our frontliners. You are highly appreciated for your selfless dedication, commitment, and fearless performance of your duties. My salute. The school leaders, daghang salamat for your exemplary leadership and commitment to ensure that our schools are ready comes opening of classes. Daghang salamat. The 19 schools division offices, headed by our dynamic superintendents and assisted by equally competent assistant schools division superintendents and all the employees, kudos to all of you. The host of this big event, Schools Division of Mandawi City, under the leadership of Schools Division Superintendent Nemfa Bongo, assisted by Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Estela B. Susvilla, and the entire team. Hats off. DepEd Region 7 family, thank you very much. Our local government unit partners, daghang salamat sa inyong tanan. Members of the Congress coming from all the congressional districts of the entire Central Visayas, our sincere gratitude for the full support extended that made this event not only colorful but also memorable. Indeed, this celebration is a proof that when all efforts are pulled together and all the support are directed to one noble endeavor, we will always succeed. This event likewise confirms our assurance that the Department of Education Regional Office 7 is well prepared for the opening of classes for school year 2020-2021. To one and all, thank you and mabuhay. Sa 7, una ang bata, Permi.
Thank you so much, Sir Echo. We have just heard messages of support and inspiration and have witnessed how our schools in the region have prepared for the upcoming opening of classes.
Even with the preparations made, we still have a lot of dreams for our region, divisions, and schools. I believe the answer to real education and school transformation is strong, authentic community connection, and action.
When families, community groups, stakeholders, and schools band together to support learning, young people achieve more in school, stay in school longer, and enjoy the experience more.
With all your benevolent hearts, I know you will reconnect, collaborate, and share your experience, skills, and time with our schools to make a difference despite the pandemic.
We hope that you have a splendid time being with us this morning. This have been your host. My name is Kenneth Alistair Suico Rojas.
And this is Sir Arnel Pedana Cortez.
No pandemic can ever stop the Region 7 Andam Nami.
I am Mandawi, mapasig ang buong Mandawi. I am Mandawi, maabi-abi ang Mandawi. Mabulukon ang kasaysayan,
Again to Mel Tejeda, to
Mandawi. My heart belongs to the city.
Giovanni, and Jen, and the rest of we would like to invite our regional staff and personnel headed by our ARD Echo with our ARD and our SPS, Community Congo,
Maabuon nga hilabihan, Mandawihan nga puno sa paglaro, ang pag-asensya, pinagdadayo. Ay ang Mandawi, mapasigan buong Mandawi. Ay ang Mandawi,
and all our staff,
Mandawi. Mabulukon ang kasaysayan, maustalon nga ang
Bibing
ang lumian na sa Mandawi, ang pagkasing inumasin natin, at when Mandawi starts with me. I am Mandawi.
Thank you.
Here. Hindi ko makita. Dili ko makita. Dalaw pa tayo. Ayan, kamarad ito. Thank you so much to all the IT personnel, and of course, once again to Minister C and JD Tariban for our outfit and for making us look good this morning. Thank you so much for that, Pam.
Hello, Alex. Shout out to FOD staff, FOD, Dr. Zainara, Dr. Anirulan. Congrats sa pagkakunan. Hi. Hello to Ma'am Elizabeth Bilawon. Ma'am Natalia, hello, good morning. God be all the glory. We also have
Thank you to all the viewers. My Filipino National High School family. Shout out to my
hello to
and of course,
congratulations. Ma'am Elnora Moratalia. Congratulations, DepEd Mandawi City Division. Ma'am Pebelu, hi. Maria Lourdes Lapera, hi, nice tayo. Nice to hear your voice there. Congratulations to the support staff. Dapat and Joanne Zamora.
All the members of the committee and the committee chair, thank you and congratulations to all of us. The CID and the SCO all of your support and
congratulations to the support staff. Dapat and Joanne Zamora. Congratulations, DepEd Mandawi City, headed by School Division Superintendent Dr. DepEd Bolo, Assistant School Division Dr. Stella Barreto Cecilia from Miss Elaine Daniel.
my principal, former principal of Juby,
Shout out to Mami Edmund Arvin. North District Secondary, shout out from your PSCS on Good morning, watching from Poblacion 9 High School. Senior High School na Division. Jeremy Logan. Hi, sir. Hi, have a great lunch, everyone.
Oh,